Dear students, welcome back to JCE Connect, subject Engineering Chemistry, Module 5, Instrumental Methods of Analysis. Students, yesterday we discussed flame photometry and atomic absorption spectroscopy. In today's class, we will discuss the last method of analysis, that is conductometry. Measurement of conductance of the analyte is nothing but the conductometry. If the analyte is a conductor of electrons, then we can use this method for the analysis. We say that conductance is the opposite of resistance. In other words, conductance may be understood as the ease with which the electrons flow through the material. This ease directly depends on the number of charged particles present and their mobility. Smaller the ion, greater will be its mobility and hence better will be its conductivity. During the titration, one of the ions present in the solution will get replaced by the other ion. Hence, the ionic conductivity of these two ions will be different. As a result, the conductivity of the solution varies during the course of titration. By plotting a graph of conductance versus volume of titrant added, it is possible to calculate the end point or equivalence point of the titration. Dear students, observe the instrumentation part of the conductometry method, which is given here. Known volume of analyte is taken in a beaker and the conductivity cell is dipped in it. The electrode part consists of two parallel plates made up of platinum. These two plates are placed at a distance of 1 cm and they will have unit area of cross section. The conductivity cell is connected to conductometer. The titrant is added from the burette in small increments like half ml or 1 ml every time, and the conductance is recorded after each addition. This conductometry method is used in the estimation of acids and bases present in the sample solution. Students, now we will see a few examples how this method can be applied. The first example is the titration of a strong acid with a strong base, that is HCl versus NaOH. Known volume of HCl is taken in the beaker and NaOH is taken in the burette. Observe the graph given here. Before the addition of sodium hydroxide, the conductance will be high because of highly mobile hydrogen ions or H+ ions. When sodium hydroxide is added, the conductance starts decreasing due to the replacement of highly mobile H+ ions by less mobile Na+ ions. The free H+ ions combine with OH- ions to form water. The decrease in conductance continues till all H+ ions get neutralized. This point is nothing but the equivalence point or end point of the reaction. After the equivalence point, the increase in conductance is due to highly mobile OH- ions that are provided by sodium hydroxide added from the burette. The intersection of two straight lines in the graph gives the break point. From this point, the amount of HCl can be calculated. The second one is the reaction of weak acid with a strong base. Example, acetic acid versus sodium hydroxide. Students, observe the graph carefully. Since acetic acid is a weak acid, it undergoes partial dissociation. Before adding sodium hydroxide, the conductance is minimum, which is due to H+ ions of acetic acid. When sodium hydroxide is added in small increments, the conductance starts increasing slowly due to the replacement of H+ ions by Na+ ions. This happens till equivalence point or end point of the reaction. But after this end point, the conductance rapidly increases due to highly conducting OH- ions. By extrapolating the two straight lines that are obtained, a break point is obtained, and from this point the amount of acetic acid can be estimated. Now we will consider the last case, that is the reaction of a mixture containing strong acid and weak acid versus a strong base. Example, hydrochloric acid plus acetic acid versus strong base, that is sodium hydroxide. Students, observe the graph carefully. The conductance is maximum in the beginning before the addition of base, that is sodium hydroxide. This is due to the highly mobile H plus ions of strong acid, that is hydrochloric acid. When base is added in small increments, the highly mobile H plus ions are replaced by Na plus ions, which are relatively less mobile than H plus ions. Therefore, the conductance decreases. When all hydrochloric acid gets neutralized completely, then acetic acid starts reacting with sodium hydroxide. Here, the conductance starts increasing slowly due to the replacement of H plus ions of acetic acid by Na plus ions. After complete neutralization of acetic acid, the conductance increases sharply due to the highly mobile OH minus ions of sodium hydroxide that is added from the burette. In the graph, we can observe three straight lines. By extrapolating the straight lines, we can get two breakpoints. The first breakpoint corresponds to neutralization of strong acid, that is hydrochloric acid, and the second corresponds to neutralization of weak acid, that is acetic acid. By knowing these two breakpoints, it is possible to estimate the amount of hydrochloric acid and acetic acid. Thank you.